be
Much love.
news stories, if you will, or blog
Until we
posts
see each
about,
other in person for big
getting
hugs.
stuck,
Of
or
course,
tweeted,
we'll be in touch,
like they have
of course.
Russians,
But thank you
like
so
from
much for
America,
sharing your
and they're
time
kind
and
of
your
like,
energy.
we don't want Americans here. They have that, Corona. So I'm kind of glad that I did.
I'll be waiting for you every night and day. My mind stays set on you.
Hi guys. Hey Chris, are you ready? I just wanted to jam out to this song. Are you ready? Hi Chris. Oh my God, it's two Chris's on right now. Chris and Chris. Hey y'all.
What's good? How you doing?
Great.
What is this bullshit you playing in the background, yo?
This bullshit called Chris Rob Radio. We'll get it together.
I'm just kidding. What's up, yo? How you doing?
People are just gathering, so
I'm not mad. Let them come up in here.
Yo, so I'm really excited.
About what?
Today.
What?
Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me get it together.
Get it together. Yeah, me too. I'm also getting things together.
Ashaka, hey girl.
Ashaka.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday, girl. What's up,
Yes.
Ashaka? We were supposed to party for Ashaka's birthday, and she, I think she got scared.
She didn't get scared. She's being smart. Don't be hating on people that be acting smart. Ashaka, happy birthday, sweetie.
What's up? Happy birthday, the great Ashaka Givens, the great Gaima. What's going on? Two ladies with some serious styles and serious smiles, okay? And
What are you? What are you, like a lyricist? What are you, a rapper? What are you? What are you, some sort of music talent? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
I'm just a vessel. I'm just a vessel.
Before we get into it, let me just tell you. So, I was hula hooping because, number one, my younger sister has been trying me. She said to me that she could battle me and win. Hula hooping is what I do. It's like,
How long can you do it?
I don't even know. It's been a while since I've timed myself.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be on some like I'm the world record holder or nothing crazy like that, but I'm low key known for my hula skills.
You seen Grace Jones do her thing?
Yes, I was at Afropunk.
I was
She
there.
was on stage doing her thing.
Yeah.
I was in the crowd hula hooping. Like,
That was crazy.
that was crazy. That was crazy. So
And
like,
it was like the first. It was blowing my mind continually. Like she was going through
yes,
the intro, then the verse. I was like, oh. And
she's
then she got to the
gold.
chorus. I was like, ah.
She's gold
Yeah, it was
because
crazy.
she was doing that shit and she was butt naked. I was like,
Yeah, she's beautiful.
that she's iconic. She's literally an icon.
That was the year. That was her Afropunk. That was what
Yes.
Afropunk was all about, and that was just. I'll never
Yes.
forget that performance. That was crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was Lauryn Hill was there that night. I think was that Lenny Kravitz there that night.
Lenny,
Lenny
yes.
Kravitz did?
Yazara was singing.
Yes,
Back
yeah.
up for him. Yeah.
Grace
That
is a
was
force.
like that was one of the best Afropunks ever. Like
It was amazing.
legendary. Yeah.
It was amazing. I was crazy. We're not gonna have an Afropunk this year. You know?
I know.
I didn't go last year though. I don't think I went.
I didn't either.
Okay, so-
You know, Afropunk isn't the same, Chris. It's not the same. It's not what we knew it to be.
No, it was. I remember when Afropunk was like the first time I even went in Afropunk. I remember Public Enemy was performing, and I walked in. I was like, oh snap! And then it was my first. I got there like 7:00 or something, and I know I was walking through like, yo, this is crazy, like the whole experience. And so every year I had going. Last year was the first time I didn't go. I may have been out of town or something, and I was just like, yo, this is such a fire festival, but it started getting more and more of that corporate, of that gentrified, like I don't know, it started getting, it wasn't commercialized. Yes, exactly. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bring real Afropunk back. Real Afropunk. Okay, so first of all, welcome to everyone who has joined. You are joining Gaima. I am Gaima. And I have one of my favorite people joining me today, Mr. Chris Robb, the illest, dopest, pragmaticist, keyboardist. But he be dropping, he be throwing them lyrics in there, you know, he acts like, you know, he's talented or something. It's crazy. I don't, you know.
We got to keep the people, but you know, provoked. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep the people alert. So
you are a talented provoker.
Thank you, love. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And likewise, can I commend you on your just watching you evolve as you know, as a author, as a stylist, as a creator, as a brander. I've just seen you just doing some amazing things.
Thank you, sir.
And I didn't even know, you know, it was just like we in a short amount of time. I mean, I feel like I've known you for a bit, but I'm newer to all your skill sets. And, you know, it's just been amazing to see how much talent that you have and how much of a visualizer you are. You know what I'm saying? So shout out. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Chris. You don't say it. That's
Come on.
And trusting me, you know, with, you know, some of your little style projects and whatnot.
Yes, we did a fly little photo shoot, and actually one of those shots you used for this promo for this.
I did.
And it was really dope. We got some. I can't wait to drop some of that stuff. Shout out to Andreas.
How many boos slid up into the DMs? You can be honest. You can be honest. You trying to be bashful?
I'm trying to remember. No, ain't nothing happened yet. So
listen, the night is young. You know what I'm saying? People, you know, it's Thursday. It's about to get cracked.
Hey, You know
Can.
what? I'm just right now. I'm in my zone. I'm in my getting ready for July 4th zone. I'm ready
Yo,
to
can we talk
not
about that?
celebrating, but just like I'm looking for. I feel like we're gonna have a sense of a fun Brooklyn that night, like a real fun
Okay.
Brooklyn. So
Okay. Are you
looking
wearing
for my
black?
wearing black. Is that what we're supposed to do?
So let me tell you what I learned yesterday. All right. So I was one of my, she's basically like a younger sister, stopped by,
Mhm.
right? And I was complaining about the fireworks. And she
Okay.
said that the fireworks are actually supposed to be happening as a way to celebrate Juneteenth. Technically, from the day that Juneteenth happens all the way until the 1st of July, you're supposed to let off fireworks every single day as your way of celebrating freedom as a Black person in America. And then you're actually supposed to go cold turkey on July 4th and wear black and not acknowledge anything because we're still waiting for equal opportunities, social justice, reparations, 40 acres and a mule, free watermelon. I want it all. I want it all. And so until we get our full list of everything, we're supposed to wear black on July 4th, blackout, just like Ashaka said, blackout, and, keep it
I
like
will be
that.
rocking black. I will be rocking my
Now,
black.
here's my question. If you get invited to a cookout, are you going or not?
I was invited to a cookout.
Okay.
Pardon me. You said, hold on. What was that? What was that? Why did that happen just then?
I don't know.
I didn't
Clean
get
your
invited to
throat.
one. I might pull up. I mean, if it's a small thing, I'm gonna suss it out. If
First
it's
of
a
all,
small
we're
thing, if
still
it's a
in
group,
the season of COVID, sir.
yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. But
All right.
if it's something that where I can get a social distance vibe. If I can do that, then I'm down to do it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's gonna be like, yo, come on, we had this. No, I'm not doing that.
All right.
I'm
All
not
right.
doing that. I'm not doing that. But I
Yeah.
will go and chill in the yard, a backyard, or a rooftop or something like that. I started to do something here actually. I thought about doing something here, just doing like a small little thing, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I got lazy. I was like, I gotta clean up. I was like, no,
And you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna clean up.
I wasn't. Well, no.
Yeah. I'm glad you made it. You had that conversation with yourself before you started promoting anything.
You know what it was? I just feel like I really don't want people in and out of my bathroom right now. If everything else, if it was a bathroom up there on the rooftop,
Oh,
it probably wouldn't have been a big deal.
that's
But if people
real.
got to come downstairs, go in the bathroom, that's more like the concern.
Bacteria, germs.
That's more it. That's more it.
I-
But yeah, but are you gonna go out to one? Are you gonna go kick it?
Now, I have been social distancing for the past, I don't know, 4 months, like for real. I have not pulled up on anything. I have politely rejected invitations. We actually hosted my sister's graduation get together. It was specifically for her friends, very limited, small amount of people, and everybody had to stay outside. So even that was shaky because a week later, a guest was like, "Oh, I tested positive for COVID."
Mm.
Yeah. So I was like, luckily, you're not even my friend, so I wasn't near you, right? But it was more so for like the friends and whatnot. So like my sister had to low key self quarantine in the house. So it's real, So
Yeah.
I really just don't want people to get caught up because you're tired of not socializing and then go and get yourself into a predicament that you could have avoided.
I'm still gonna enjoy my summer though, to a certain degree.
You're a rule breaker.
I'm not gonna sit in my house all summer.
I'm not telling you
I'm just not
to.
gonna
I'm
do
not
that.
telling you to. Like, we curated our deck. My deck is like ready for guests. So very limited guests. That's where we're kicking it all summer. It is.
Right.
It's a vibe.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's like this, if we sitting here and it's like, no, if we can do this, maybe a mask, you know what I'm saying, or like, this, you know what I'm
Why he got
saying,
to
some
demonstrate though, y'all? Why he got to demonstrate like?
or this, but if it's gonna be like, no, then no. You see
Okay.
it? I mean, and I'm gonna rock the mask. I'm gonna do the right things.
You
I
still
guess.
running around with that leather mask, or you got something that's
Nah,
legit?
that's a wrap. That fell off on in the street while I was on my bike one day. I was like, well, that's it. I'm not
Because who
ever
are
wearing
you?
that.
Only you would
I
wear
ain't
a
wearing
leather
that.
mask. Over
It
here,
was cold. It was colder. It was colder when
about
I
to
did that.
suffocate.
Yo, I wouldn't do it now. But it was much, it was a little chillier. It was fly. It had love written on it. It
I
was
saw
kind of
it.
fun. It was a dope mask. Yeah.
You was feeling it. You was feeling it,
But
and I was
yeah,
waiting. Okay,
yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Okay,
Yeah.
so one of the things that I think is really important that anybody who is joined should know about you is your list of like talents, because you're like, honestly, you're a weirdo. All right, in the best way possible. You're a weirdo. Like, even getting to know you as a friend, and then also like knowing you as an artist, it's like I'm always surprised. You, of course, you sing, you're a keyboardist, and you're not just any sort of like keyboardist. Like, you're world renowned. Like, you've played for people who we have in our playlist as our like go-to favorites. You've produced their stuff, music director, like Stevie Wonder has called you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Stevie Wonder knows you because of your talents. That's crazy. It's crazy. And then you turn around and you can do the splits
Yo,
because you be on stage
shout
doing
out, shout out to Christmas. Yo, that's so fun, Christian. Right as you said, splits. So,
you do the splits. You just pull up
that's
and you
crazy.
just who are you?
Yo,
So
let me tell you something. I grew up. My mother, Flora Robinson, taught me all the styles of music, and basically teaching me piano. She always tell this wide range of wealth of music. My mother kicked me off of classical and jazz, and spirituals and all these different things. And so, and I was getting all these different things. My sister was dropping like the Prince stuff and all the Wham and all the Duran Duran, all that kind of stuff. My brother was the hip hop and Ozzy Brothers, and my cousin was kicking me to James Brown. I was getting jazz from my father. I was getting so much music. I was such a sponge, and I really gravitated towards James and towards Prince. There was just something in that about the energy that they would just pull out of me as an artist. How just as a human being, before I was even an artist, just the energy, I would just get so connected to the live performances and all that kind of stuff. So I just shot for it. Everything I was like, yo, this is what, and I would just emulate that and bring that into what I was doing as a musician, what my mother had taught me, and then when I went out to play.
The thing that's incredible about you is that you literally go for everything that you want to go for. And a lot of people, even creatives that are your peers, I don't think they have the guts that you have. Like, you're doing Prince tributes. I know, like, right now, of course, we're in the season of COVID, so a lot of stuff is like canceled and postponed. But like, normally you would be out of town right now at a Prince, tribute, rocking that. You would be doing a James Brown tribute, and you're doing all of this stuff, and then you also do your own music.
Word.
Is it because you smoke all the time? Is that where you get all the inspiration and juice from?
Who told you that? Who told you that?
No, not
I
not.
get
What
my
is it?
inspiration. I'm gonna tell you where I get my inspiration from.
Tell me where.
I truly get my inspiration from how uplifted that people get from great music and
Mm,
great energy. That's where I really get my inspiration from. I love that you can, you know, somebody can come into a room and feel sad or feel not optimistic, and
hmm
I could totally change their mind. I can totally change their mood with these tools that connect us. And I can do it with multiple people. I can really play it to the people in the room. Like just be like, okay, this is what we all need. I'm gonna give it this. You need some of this. You need some of this. I feel like a doctor in that sense. So I love that I can heal people with music. Music has healed me. And
Yeah.
when I would go to concerts, when I was coming up, I used to go see everybody I could. I've seen so many people in concert. I've seen so many legends that you can see. Um, Anybody you can name. Like I was going, Rick Jackal. I met Michael. Never seen him in concert. Prince, um,
Wow.
War, The Public Enemy, James Brown, Sammy Davis Jr., Richard Pryor. Uh, I've seen so many people.
It's crazy.
I was about that life, and it's really like I don't know. I would just get so drawn by the energy, so uplifted by seeing these people perform, and
Hmm
I know the power of it, and so that's why I try to share with my artists, with my audience. You know, I try to just lift them up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you
That's
be
what it's
doing
about.
it. You
Thank you.
really do it. Like I've witnessed it. You know, I know the first kind of live that you did, you were kind of like apprehensive because it was like, is the energy going to translate, you know, and whatnot. And I attended it. And even in the comments, like I was watching the comments and people were really moved. You know, you could tell they were really feeling it. And it
Right.
really, not everybody can do that. That's the thing
Mm,
about it. Like, not everybody can deliver their energy and it be felt in the way that you want it to be felt. But you
mm.
have that talent. I applaud you. I applaud you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it truly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I mean, and then in real life, because you know what? I'm not even going front.
Don't do it.
I ain't even going front.
Don't front.
Sometimes you think so much of like this great talent that's out and about, right? And then you meet them and it's such a letdown because their energy and whatever they deliver, it doesn't necessarily seem to be in balance with who their persona is, like who they are in real life.
Mm.
However, you're not that person. You're really very eclectic and talented and ridiculous in real life too.
No, thank you.
Underline ridiculous, bold-faced ridiculous, but in
You
such a
gotta
positive,
put it
beautiful way.
in red, put it in red in capitals.
Quotes, all of that. Yeah, like, you know, one of the things too that I don't know that everybody who's on that is watching or listening realizes is that you are the younger brother of the famous Craig Robinson.
That's my
And
dude. Yes.
that's your dude. That's your dude. He's also your big brother. Um,
Yes.
those of you who aren't familiar with who Craig Robinson is, let me place him for you. For me, The Office. The black dude, I think he was the janitor. He had the afro that did not move at all. And he would
Never
just every now
moves.
and then come in and he was just so funny with his little punchlines and it would just disappear.
Mm.
So I always was like, I don't know who that is, but that dude is so funny. Like he is that guy in real life at the office that just be coming in, talk shit, and then disappears. What is it like growing up? And like, I'm sure all of you guys are hilarious. I mean, you're hilarious. We know your brother is. Is your whole family funny?
Yeah, my family is very, very there's a lot of laughter
Yeah.
whenever I'm with my family, and we've always been like, yeah, my mother's like is crazy with the one-liners. She could have had her own sitcom at improv, like,
I
cause
believe it.
she's she's so funny. But yeah,
I
Craig
believe
was
it.
always, but you know, Craig was always such an exceptional um uh you know comedian.
Hmm.
Even as a kid, we would just be dying laughing, like, what is up with this dude? Because he would just attack us, and we would just be like, you know what I'm saying? I would just see with my parents, we'd be like making a drive, and he would just have us dying in laughter. And
Mm.
he was like 15, 12, you know, whatever. He was just mad young, and so I never realized until I got older. I was just, and he became who he is. I was like,
Mhm.
okay, I totally get it. But at the time, it was just, oh my God, this dude is so funny. I don't even understand. My big brother's so funny. But he was
Wow.
hilarious. Yeah, yeah. And so the whole family kind of contributes to that
Charles Michael.
banter. And you cannot, like, you know how you, you know how you try to get somebody to take you seriously, be like, yo, I'm serious, and talk to your group, like your homies, or my family be like, oh, you serious? He's serious now. Like until you laugh, like they don't. Yeah.
Don't play that.
So
I feel
they help me, you know. They you know, we keep things with humor in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk.
I feel like y'all
Yeah.
frustrate somebody though. That has to be frustrating. Like somebody come up in there thinking they about to be on some professor shit and try to have conversations with y'all. It's not gonna work. It's not
Yo,
gonna
you
work.
know what's funny is that my parents are some of the most accommodating and welcoming people, and they just really themselves with everybody. So, you know, my friends always kind of trip when they meet my parents because they're like, oh my God, yeah, like, because we just really kick it on some, you know, my
Mhm.
father do his thing, my mother do his thing. Like, we just, this how we flow. We came from a very loving family. Yeah, my mother's like, is crazy with the one-liners. She could have had her own sitcom at improv, like,
I
because
believe it.
she's she's so funny. But yeah,
I
Craig was
believe it.
always, but you know, Craig was always such an exceptional um uh you know comedian.
Hmm.
Even as a kid, we would just be dying laughing, like, what is up with this dude? Because he would just attack us, and we would just be like, you know what I'm saying? I would just see with my parents, we'd be like making a drive, and he would just have us dying in laughter. And
Mm.
he was like 15, 12, you know, whatever. He was just mad young. And so I never realized until I got older, I was just, and he became who he is. I was like,
Mhm.
okay, I totally get it. But at the time, it was just, oh my God, this dude is so funny. I don't even understand. My big brother's so funny. But he was
Wow.
hilarious. Yeah, yeah. And so the whole family kind of contributes to that
Charles Michael.
banter. And you cannot, like, you know how you, you know how you try to get somebody to take you seriously, be like, yo, I'm serious, and talk to your group, like your homies, or my family be like, oh, you serious? He's serious now. Like, until you laugh, like they don't. Yeah.
Don't play that.
So
I feel
they help me, you know. You know, we keep things with humor in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk.
I feel like y'all
Yeah.
frustrate somebody though. That has to be frustrating. Like somebody come up in there thinking they about to be on some professor shit and try to have conversations with y'all. It's not gonna work. It's not
Yo,
gonna
you
work.
know what's funny is that my parents are some of the most accommodating and welcoming people, and they just really themselves with everybody. So, um, you know, my friends always kind of trip when they meet my parents because they're like, oh my God, yeah, like, because we just really kick it on some, you know, my
Mhm.
father do his thing, my mother do his thing. Like, we just, this how we flow. We came from a very loving family. You know, we always had people at our crib. We were always around people. So, you know, I was
That's
blessed
what's
with
up.
an amazing family, you know.
That's
Yes.
dope. So, I mean, I love the fact, you guys definitely still work together. Tell me about, some of the projects because I know, obviously from your bio, you're like music director for your brother's band. What is it called? Nasty
The
Delicious?
Nasty Delicious.
The Nasty Delicious.
Yeah,
What's that like?
yeah, the nasty.
Because you guys have even performed on the Super Bowl before. Like y'all
It
out
wasn't
here.
quite the Super Bowl. We did an ad for the Super Bowl one year,
Um,
but we didn't
it's
actually
the
perform
Super
at the
Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yeah, I
It's
mean we were, but I don't like the front. You know, so I ain't got the front. I ain't got the
all right, all right, all
front.
right. Keep it real. All
Um,
right.
it was an ad for it was a national ad we did for the Super Bowl. But you're asking me what it's like to play with the band or do
Yeah,
work with the band.
yeah.
Um, Nasty Delicious is everybody in the band is ridiculous at what they do, and so
Okay.
we also it's a very unique concept because I never really saw anything like it. Because I've seen entertainers have bands,
Mm-hmm.
but the way that my brother does is very unique. With that, he's just really, you playing the music, kind of, having the music, like you're just giving us, like just really involved in creating the music as well. And then kicking the jokes and keeping it humorous. So we just had a lot of fun, man. It's just ridiculous. It's just we get up and we jam out and it's a blast. We always have a really good time.
The fact that it's called Nasty Delicious, I feel like
Yeah.
it speaks for itself.
It's dope. You
Um,
gotta come to a show. You definitely when we ever get out of this thing, whenever
yeah,
we get out of this thing.
post COVID, I'll definitely pick up my tickets at Will Call for sure.
Let's do it.
Um, so what about how different is it from doing music directorship for Talib?
Um that unit of the Whiskey Boys is also um very strong, you know what I'm saying, very strong musicians.
Hmm.
And it's a little different because it's hip hop. So in what we're doing is really about like working with Kweli is like he truly is a revolutionary.
Okay.
And you take that to the stage with you. Like this is we're doing, we're doing the work of the revolution right now. Because all
Mm.
the music is I remember when Trump got elected and
Hmm.
we had a show at the Brooklyn Bowl that night, like the following night after he got elected. And I just remember when we went on stage, I was thinking, yo, I would there's not a place in the world I would rather be than walk on stage with this dude and just
Hmm.
him express whatever he's going to express tonight that's going to connect us to this moment and inspires. He's a true revolutionary. So we come with that energy. You know what I'm saying? We come to have fun, but we come with that mindset like, yo, this, you
Real
know,
conscious.
we got to do this. We got to
That's
kill this. You know what I'm saying?
that's crazy. That's crazy. What's it like now? The fact that everything is like postponed. I don't even want to say the word canceled, but definitely postponed. The touring, the live shows. I know you've been doing some like IG lives and Facebook lives, but like, how are you feeling creatively?
I feel in an amazing space. I've been doing a lot of production, a lot of writing.
Okay.
I have some new music about to drop. Finishing up a little artwork. This little artwork is just the last little hurdle. But yeah, new video,
Okay.
new single about to drop. We got to follow up for that. It's I'm in a really good space. I've been doing a lot of dope projects that I've worked on with different artists and some stuff online. So
Hmm.
that people will be hearing more and more about. So yeah, I feel like I'm blessed because I could when this thing happened, when the whole quarantine began, I really was like, damn, what's about to really go there?
Yeah.
And there were so many dates I had lined up coming up overseas and um, yeah, New Orleans Jazz Fest, this and that, and I was just like really like like damn. In the first 2 weeks, I was just trying to get it together, but I got into my meditation. I got into my just into my zone. Like I redid my studio. I just recreated my home as best I
Hmm.
could to really uh, give me empowering energy to create. You know what I'm saying? I literally was like, all right, I want to seduce the the brilliance of Chris Rock. I wanted to come into
Ooh.
this room. I wanted to come. So how would you see if it was like a date? If you had, Chris Rock was coming through to like get on the mic and play us the keys, like how would you make him the most comfortable? So he just wanted to just give it up. And that's how I set up my joint. I literally went into my mind and recreated my setup like that. And
You know what? I feel you.
yeah,
I really feel
and I started
you. I think
attracting more work that way. You know what I'm saying?
so.
More
So
production work.
basically, you feng shuied your personal space and took, because a lot of artists like yourself, you guys are super talented and always booked and busy. So you're usually out. You come in, drop your bags, sleep a little, eat a little, do a little quick work, but then you're out, right? And you probably haven't tended to your personal space in a very long time. And quarantine, it was like it forced you into paying attention to where you're at. Why is this placed here? Should the lighting be there? So on and so forth. So, when we first started this live, I was super excited and like, in my element of hula hooping. We just finished this housing project of changing all the flooring pretty much in the house. And we commissioned a Black business owner to do it. And just with everything going on, like that's not irregular in a sense, because we've had the downstairs done before. And, I'm always preaching how we need to be very conscious about keeping the dollar what it needs to be kept, right? What's understood does not need to be stated. And in this season, first it was just COVID, and then we were slammed with social injustice, like literally came and like knocked everybody off their rocker, if you will, already raw. And then that came and it just took a wound that was already open and just, it was like, ugh, right? So in that space, I mean, how do you feel that aspect has impacted your creativity?
In terms of what has happened in the streets?
Yeah.
It's really wild. When this whole the whole time of just all these tragedies, it was rough for me. The social media stuff came out. It was really it was intense for a minute. So when the George Floyd thing went down, I really had a lot built up. And I went out to some of the protests. I went out, protested over a week or so. I had to get it out, so I had to get all that energy out. And it was deep because I feel like I kept kind of ending up in protests. Like I was just being drawn to them. I didn't even like kind of go like, I'm about to go protest. It was like I'll meet a friend real quick, and then I end up in a protest. I rode with this bike crew, and one day we were riding, we went down the street, and we ended up in a protest. And every time I ended up in there for an hour, couple hours. One day I was in there for like 6-7 hours. It was it's just because you just to connect with the people and just feel the energy of a real revolution. Like, are we really on a verge of a real revolution? Are we really going to see a change, a shift in things? And so I wanted to be part of that. And I came from those protests and I started creating like a whole new kind of project, a whole new kind of with that energy from the streets, just bringing it up. And I was just like, you know what, let me just adjust these things. Let me mix them up. Let me get something to really inspire the people in this moment to keep, to stay woke, to stay proactive, and just to stay like, just diligent and this energy that we have to start, that we're starting to see things just happen. So yeah, that is how it affected me. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you know, it's just really sad, man. These families that lose these people.
Senselessly.
I mean, it's just. I mean, I just, you know, it just really, it just really, you know, I have a hard time with that, you know, as we all do. But I mean, I don't know, man. You know, it just, I really need to hit those streets. I really had to get out there and just, you know, just feel something happen, some kind of thing to happen. It just had to, yeah. So, yeah, that's what with it.
So after hitting the streets, you know, you definitely saw a lot, you experienced a lot, not only, you know, on a personal level, as far as like, you know, just as being, you know, a Black man, an African man, an African American man that could see yourself vividly in what the victims of those crimes, you know, what they went through. You could see yourself, just like me. If I couldn't see myself, like I could see my uncle, I could see my cousins, I could see my brothers, you know, I could see their situations, and I literally could be like, that could have been somebody who was me or mine, if you would, right? And so when you take that energy of being in, you know, crowds with people who, you know, also feel that way, even if they don't look like you, you know, did you feel like when you were interacting with people in these large masses, if you will, did you feel like it was genuine? Because, you know, a lot of people who were not able to attend a protest, or there was nothing necessarily where they felt comfortable going out, and there's a lot of news, a lot of commentary, a lot of social media posts that talk about intruders. How did you witness any of that as somebody who was really out in the midst of all of that?
You know, it was interesting because I didn't see, you know how they talked about the people who were just, you know, kind of infiltrating and causing negativity. I didn't really see that. I saw a lot of emotion though. You know, a lot of people just really kind of looking like they was ready to square up with the police and the energy. So, you know, we were just kind of, you know, I was trying to keep a distance a little bit so we weren't all caught up on each other. But at the same time, I was trying to watch the police because they would be walking with it on the side, walking. And the energy, you know, because people are like, you know, just, you know, saying all kind of crazy stuff, you know, to police, and they just going off, you know what I'm saying? And you know, the police are like trying to, you know, whatever. I'm sure they've been directed just to chill as hard as much as they could. But the energy was just, you just kind of watching, you just like, yo, let me just make sure, you know,
that you're safe.
All is well. And it's just still, you know, you saying probably you doing a chance and protesting. I lay the chance sometimes. And there was this, I don't know, you're envisioning. For me, it was about envisioning this moment, creating a better moment. And actually being out in the streets and being like, you know what? I'm seeing people, I'm seeing the energy. It was, you know, it was a lot of white people around, you know, things. Some days it would be like mixed. The day of the George Floyd of the memorial, that was more the most what's the word I want to say? The most, you know what the word is. Give me the word.
Populated?
Give me the word.
Diverse?
Diverse, yes. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Y'all, this is what we be doing. Chris?
Yo.
Oh gosh. Are you gonna bless us?
Can you hear that? Can you hear this?
Come on.
So I'm supposed to be working on a theme song.
Oh, and, yeah.
Yeah, I came up with
So
something.
you really don't be taking me seriously. That's so nice.
I do every blue moon. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
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 I
yeah.
want to. I just wanted to check something out real quick on YouTube. All right. So listen.
Okay.
So I've been working. I came up with this little ditty. You ready?
I where am I gonna go? I'm all ears. I'm all
Right.
ears.
1, 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Have you seen her? It's Gaima.
Hey!
Have you seen her? It's Gaima. Gayima. Gaima.
I wasn't even ready. I don't know why. Hey, it's guy. Is there gonna be some drums?
Gaima. Yeah, it's got a little flow to it.
You know what? I felt that. I felt that in my chest. I felt that in my chest. And then the little piano situation to just close it out. Okay, Chris. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. So
Yo.
this is the thing.
Yes.
You know, these are the moments that I miss because dead ass, you know, I'll show up for a meeting with you. It ends up being a full day escapade of styling and designing and impromptu studio sessions and jam sessions and sessions all in one with a sprinkle of seafood, you know, like
Tell it all.
the energy.
Tell it all.
Yeah, I'm telling all the business. It don't be salads. It don't be salads, Chris. You know we working on that. We need to get you to salads.
Salads played out. They played out. But yeah, we definitely full day. Yeah, how you doing up there? You in what part again? What's Columbus? Columbus. How's Columbus? I came out to Columbus. You know, shout out to John Legend. I toured.
Oh yes.
So we came out there. They gave John the key to the city, and I think they named the day of him. But I was there when we did the.
He's welcome. He's welcome. My little friend John, cutesy guy. Yeah, he's welcome. You're welcome. You guys, you know, let me know when you're trying to come through. It's boring as hell. Okay, always has been. But what I will say about Columbus, on a positive note, there is a lot of development that is going on here because, honestly, I think it's because, and don't nobody from Chicago try and fight me, you included, Chris.
Let's see what you're gonna say before I can.
Before you come through the phone.
Promise, I can't.
No, but I think it's because of the fact that Chicago is it has such volatile weather, right? Aside from, I mean, it's beautiful in the summer, but because Chicago has such volatile weather, I feel like they're really trying to take Columbus and, in a sense, make it the next kind of hub location in the Midwest. So there's a lot of money that's being invested into Columbus in a way that has never really happened previously. There were some points previously where they tried when I used to be based here consistently. And they created like the soccer stadium here that was never here before, professional league. So they're trying to bring, you know, a lot of professional sports here. Amazon now has like a major location here, but there's also a lot of like IT startups. This is starting to become that sort of
thriving.
It's really. So one of my friends, Kristen, she is like, she could tell you everything that's going on here. she could tell you everywhere, not only in Columbus, but in Ohio, like the best restaurants, the best breweries, the best wine locations, the best vacationing spots. Because I was like, I didn't even believe half of that really existed until she started kind of traveling and documenting all of this. But there's more to Columbus than what meets the eye. And now there's a huge initiative to really bring that to light. So I do see Columbus in the next few years really starting to get a lot of the energy that Chicago is used to getting. I could be wrong, but you know, usually I'm not wrong, right? So see, somebody's talking about NPG is going to be in Ohio in September.
Okay.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal. So, you know, it's one of these places where it has all of the potential, and it's kind of like timing has not been in alignment. And now, because of so many different things, and more so because some of these major cities are less attractive because of the times with COVID and just business being slow, it's almost like Columbus is kind of rising up by default, because other cities that are used to having that attention and energy currently cannot.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of real estate that's happening here, a lot of big deals that are happening. It's low key popping. It's starting to pop. Yeah.
You know, it's crazy that we're talking about this. It's so crazy about this.
Why? Tell me.
You're not gonna believe this. I wrote a song about this very thing.
Shut up.
I'm serious. Check it out.
Play it.
Columbus, Ohio, we're doing our thing. You haven't been here, you ought to come hang. We're doing new things that you've never seen. Just because we're not a major city. Oh, we're rising to the top.
So annoying.
Columbus,
You're so annoying.
We're gonna make it to the top. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Columbus, Ohio. There's more than us that meets the eye. Columbus, Ohio. We're building sky risers to the sky. Columbus, Ohio. You wanna see us?
Why are you like
You
this?
wanna see us? When's the last time you came? You ought to see us, yeah, 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 yeah. Columbus, Ohio. You ought to see us.
Yo, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Oh my gosh.
This is such a coincidence.
What you guys just witnessed is a work day with me and Chris. Right. He should have just dropped the mic and said sexual chocolate.
Yo,
Sexual.
you know what? I can't see any comments. It's funny. It's like,
oh, well, let me tell you. Everybody is in the comments. Koku said, that boy good. That boy good. Kristen said,
you saw cool.
sexual chocolate. That is in an upheaval, and not all of it is negative, right?
Yeah.
So from like the creative perspective, like where you're going, like we're in a space right now where artists have never had the opportunity in the recent past to be able to literally zone out uninterrupted and really just focus and do whatever it is that they really want to do, like even if it's have a complete thought. A lot of times, you know, I'm always pushing, you know, how we need to be journaling. You know, I talk about that in my book and whatnot. But the reason why I talk about that so much is because it's not about just being a creative, even though I feel like all of us are, if you're just tapped into it. Some people are more than others. But life was happening at such a speed, you could not literally start and complete a full thought without, like, it was a miracle if you could. You would have to like go hide, put your phone on airplane mode, turn the lights off and pretend that you sleep when you really not, just so you could get some peace and quiet and think. And creatively, if you're an artist or you're in that creative space and you're trying to produce something and you're in a flow, but you just keep getting interrupted, you know, that shows through in whatever the final product is, whatever that product is. Whereas if you have the time to really take a concept from start to finish and just think through solid, it hits so differently. It's just next level. We lost Chris. I think his Wi-Fi was like, get creative. We're done. We'll see if he's able to join back for the last couple of minutes. It's a lot of y'all that are on here. Shout out to everybody who's joined. Hey guys. Some of you who don't know me, I'm Gaima. For those who do know me, what's happening? We have been in conversation with Mr. Chris Robb. He is a talent extraordinaire in so many different aspects. We went through the list of everything that he does. I know, Chris, his connection dropped. Nice to meet you. Hey, y'all. Some of you I know, some of you I've not met in person. Hey. I celebrate Chris for so many different reasons. One of the biggest reasons is because in real life, he's just super dope. He's got great energy. He's always encouraging everyone who's around him. You know, he's very much a big personality, but he doesn't do that at the expense of others, making you feel smaller. He is always trying to uplift and get people to, you know, just be dope with him, alongside him. He's very empowering. And I just don't think there are enough Chris Robbs in the world. So,
yo, who the hell are you talking about?
Chris, first of all, is that your way of taking a bathroom? Was that you taking a bathroom break? What's good? What's good?
No, my
your Wi-Fi quick.
Overheated, baby. You just got hot. Too hot. Overheated, baby. Damn.
You know I'm a background dancer, right?
Too hot. Too hot. Too hot. Too hot. Baby, 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 baby.
Oh my gosh.
Who are you? Girl, who do you belong to? My point of view is, girl, I think you're hot. If we talk, yo.
Where's the music?
What this person say? What's up, Linty? Never heard a bad thing about Chris. And I'm from the NY music scene where everybody talks about each other. Wow. Wow.
That's a huge compliment. Amen. That's a huge compliment.
I'm sure somebody got some out there. Yo, somebody, I ain't no saint, but I do try to, you know, stay positive.
So listen, we're getting to the close of the show. So before it closes out on us, this is that 30 seconds. I just want to tell you that I absolutely appreciate you. I adore you. I think you're super talented. I think you're absolutely ridiculous, but in the most amazing way. And I'm excited about your new projects. and everything that you're working on. And I can't wait to make sure that you look good in all them photos and videos.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you, my sister. You are
to be young, gifted and black. Oh, what a lovely, precious dream. In the whole world, you know, there's a billion boys and girls who are young, gifted and black. And that's a fact, yeah.
You've been listening to I Am Gaima, a podcast. I Am Gaima, a podcast, is produced literally wherever I am in the world, as long as I've got my laptop and my audio equipment. A special thanks to Vicky Cassis for producing Vibes. Before we wrap this episode up, I wanted to share something really exciting with you all. If you're a creative, an influencer, entrepreneur, or dreamer, you should check out my first little book called Flourish or Die. I share my perspective of what defines the journey of entrepreneurship and the role that mental fortitude plays throughout the journey. In this book, you'll find a 30-day exercise that hopefully evokes the writer in you, because anyone, especially anyone that's in one of these 4 categories, should be writing, journaling every single day. Flourish or Die is available in paperback as well as ebook on Amazon. You can connect with me personally about the book at flourishordie.com, add Flourish Daily Quotes, to your Alexa. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, review, and share this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Music, or wherever you get your podcast fix. Thanks for listening.
Hey, so listen.
Okay.
So I've been working. I came up with this little ditty. You ready?
Where am I gonna go? I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
Right. 1, 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Have you seen her? It's Gaima.
Hey!
Have you seen her? It's Gaima. G-A-Y-I-M-A. Gaima.
I wasn't even ready. I don't know why. Hey! It's guys. Is there gonna be some drums?
Gaima. Yeah, it's got a little flow to it.
I you know what? I felt that in my chest. And then the little piano situation to just close it out. Okay, Chris. I'm excited.